All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Ruach HaKodesh. No honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who rule well. And also honor and salutations to those of you who are of the hopeful elect and are out there teaching the word of sincerity and truth. All right, so today I wanted to talk about a response in so many ways to a response to the elder apostle Gabar's video that he did. I think it was sometime last night when I watched it this morning. I was driving. I was listening to it this morning, and it was basically a response to some video that he had seen about some guy. I wish I could remember. Maybe I could pull it up. Give me 1 second. Pull it up. It should be somewhere at the top of Elder Apostle Gabar's page. Bear with me here. Yeah. We have the knowledge which gives the vision to see the future. All right. And he was talking about how you see, I still got to finish watching it. He was talking about how we the amount of vision it takes to be able to see the things that are going to come to pass. Not just the prophecies of the destruction and the things that we talk about, but our salvation. As the elder apostle, said, I don't want to, step on his toes, but as he said, you have to have a measure of vision to be able to see these things, to be able to, like Abraham, see the things that were to come, even though there was no tangible proof or evidence of it, other than the Most High's word. So I wanted to talk about it from a different angle, and pose the question, right? And I was I always think of things hypothetically, and I say, let's say we were wrong, which we're not, right? I don't want to sound like I'm wavering, but just to make a point here, let's say that we're wrong and America's not going to be destroyed, and we got to find a way to survive and get by in this kingdom, right? Salakia, man. If we had to find a way to get by in this kingdom, right, we would be in quite a bit of trouble, right? But it shows that Jake is content with being. What is that scripture? Let's see. Is it homeborn? One word. Give me a second. Maybe not. Try it like that. Let me see. Let's try it like this. Yep, it was one word. All right, Jeremiah 2:14. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" Right? And I use this to speak to our people being content with being in captivity, man. Let's say that America is not going to be destroyed. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with being the bottom of the barrel, if you will, the bottom of the totem pole, right? The first fired, last hired, right? Relegated to bad neighborhoods, right? Relegated to low paying wages, low paying jobs rather. Are you content with those things? Right? Jake has been beaten down to a level where he's comfortable with being in this captivity, man. So I wanted to, I wanted to talk about those things and speak to, like, if the things that we say are wrong, right, and we're not going to be saved, right, that means you should be you should be hastening, or you should be hoping for it even more, for this place to be destroyed, because what we say at least gives some hope. What we say at least, makes the blows that much easier to take, because we know that we have a kingdom on the other side, right? Let me see. What is that? This blue letter, you got to get everything exactly right. This is 2 Timothy 2:3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach." Right? It makes that hardness, right? It makes enduring that hardness that much easier, to know that there's something on the other side, right? What's the other scripture there? I don't know if that's fitting. Yeah. So, knowing that there's an end to it, right? You're more willing to take what it is that, what's going on, right? Your place in society, because you know that there's something better coming, right? But in your case, you're just content. It is what it is. Esau's in power. He's always going to be in power, and that's just it. And I'm gonna tell you, as a man, you shouldn't want that, man. For a lawless people or wicked people to rule over you, right? Well, let me see. What is that? Was that Proverbs 29? I think so. Yeah, Proverbs 29:2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." Right? So, and what's this other one? Let me see. Surely oppression. Am I spelling it wrong? Let me just see. Make it wise. Okay, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Let me go up in there. Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." And that's the state our people are in, man. They've received a little bit of a gift, right? Some welfare, some EBT, right? And they've lost their wits, man. And they think that oppression is normal. Well, let me say it this way. They think that their oppression is normal. That Israel being in the state that they're in, how do you call yourself an Israelite and say that America's not going to be destroyed, or say that the world is the way it is and that's it? Calling yourself an Israelite, right, means that you are a descendant of the man who was named the Prince of the Power, man. So how can you be the Prince of the Power, right, but then be content with being underneath the Prince of Wickedness, right? So it's childish, right? So I want to read some of these scriptures that say, you know, what we have coming to us, right? Check this out, right? Let me see. Made. No, that's in here. I don't know how that happens. Hour 6. What is that? Second Ezra's. Oops. Second. Oh boy. Bear with me for a second here. This is Second Ezra's. I want to go right to the point. Right, boom. This is Second Ezra 6:55. It says, "All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes." Right. So everything you see on the earth, right, from the trees. To the ocean, to the massive amounts of land, to you know the people, the gold, the silver, the rubies, the precious stones, all these things of earth belong to us, man. By you calling yourself an Israelite, right? Then that means that you've acknowledged that there was a promise made to the man Abraham that fell on his son Isaac, that fell on his son Jacob, that fell on his 12 sons, and then to you. And if you acknowledge that that promise was made to your great-great-grandfather, Abraham, right, then you have to also acknowledge that this world was made for our sakes. And if you acknowledge that this world was made for our sakes, the people that are now in possession of that world then have to be taken down so that we can reclaim what is rightfully ours, man. Okay? So let me go to, let me see what's this next one. Right. This is Revelations. What is that? Revelations 2:20. 2:26. It says this: "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father." You see? You see? These are the things that we have coming to us, man. These are the things that are promised to us. And along with it being a lack of vision, really, I think Jake has just given up, man. I think Jake has been given up, because when you look at it, right, you think of what's that? You got Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Black Panthers, the Black Stone Rangers, I don't know, NAACP, you name it. We've had all these different types of organizations and militants and leaders to try to lead us into this civil rights, and all has failed. And all has failed, man. So Jake looking at it like, fuck it, we might as well just, like when Elmer Fudd couldn't catch Bugs Bunny, what'd he say? If you can't beat him, join him. So that's the mentality that Jake has adopted, man. They feel like they can't beat him. But again, this is why it's so important what we're saying. because that's the hope, right? What is this? Don't just, let me see. Romans 8:24. Let me see. Check this out. Boom. Hold on. I was going right to 24, but hold on a second. I'll start. Let me see. I'll start here at 22. I probably should read 21. Let me read 21. It says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. Right? For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. You see? This is the mindset you should be in. We're sick, we're halted, maimed, right? We should be looking for redemption, man. Right? It says this, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? Right? We're saved by that hope, man. By that burning desire to have this place be brought down. For that burning desire to know that there's something better than this outside of this world, man. There's something better. A society that deals in just balances and just weights, right? Judgment, equity. You see? Don't you want that? Or are you content with the wickedness that's on this earth, man? Maybe you're okay with your kids going to school and having to worry about the teacher being a homosexual. Maybe you're comfortable with that. Maybe you're comfortable with your wife being out of order, right? Dressing the way she wants to dress outside. Maybe you're comfortable with, your coworkers, looking at you like you're crazy because you got a beard on your face. Maybe you're content with those things. But I know a real man of the Lord is going to hasten. Matter of fact, what's that? Let me see. Looking for hasten. 2 Peter. Looking for hasten. Oh, did I spell? Oh my goodness. Yeah. 2 Peter 3:12. Let me go up in here. I'll read 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, right? Matter of fact, boom. But the day of the Lord, this is verse 10, 2 Peter 3:10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, right? Check this out. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You see? The scriptures say we should be hastening this day to come, man. We should be desiring this day to come. Let me see. What is that? Oh, I hate when I can't think of the wording of a scripture. I'll paraphrase it, right? There can't be two thrones in the kingdom, man. Right? So in order for us to rule, one has to be taken down, right? Like it says in 2nd Ezra 6:9, it says that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? One kingdom has to be removed before you can rule, especially the Edomites. They got to be, because as long as you, what does the scripture say? What is that? Not they lie in wait. Let me see. I'll do it like this. Damn. What is that scripture? Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna pause it here. All right, I found it here. This is Micah. Excuse me. Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." You see. So you will never get a break as long as Esau is alive, man. As long as Esau is alive and he has an edge on you, you will never get ahead, man. Never. So he has to be taken down. This society has to end, right? And then it just goes to show that these guys don't believe in prophecy, man, which is the testimony of the Lord Yahushai. So if they don't believe in prophecy, they don't believe in Yahushai. You see, it's just Jake like to be a part of things, man. Dress up and be in a group and have a secret handshake. That's what Jake like, So that's it, man. Hopefully that was edifying. I just wanted to add my 2 cents to what I saw of the Elder Apostle Gabar's show. Finish watching it, Lord's will, in the morning. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who rule well. Honor and salutation to those of you of the hopeful elect. And with that, I say Shalom.